So Troy wrote to me today an interesting question, and I know Troy knows the answer to this, but he was asking for a friend, and I thought it was a valid question, so wanted to answer it here in this format. The friend was asking, if we did biceps and triceps yesterday, what are we doing biceps and triceps today? Good question. Here's the thing. At GPP, for general physical preparedness, for those purposes, we think that stacking is incredibly healthy. We think that stacking is the finest way to get in shape. And the reason we think that is because that's what your body does in nature. When we use our body out in the real world, outside of this gym, we stack it. For example, last year about this time, we had a whole bunch of snowstorms come through, and they dumped about a foot of snow every night. And every night we all had to get up, we had to go and dig ourselves out. Remember a couple of years ago when that happened in Boston? Those of you in Boston, I had to dig ourselves out every single day. And digging yourself out from heavy snow, especially wet, heavy snow, is extreme physical labor, right? But we don't take a day off in between, mainly because we can't. Now, taking a day off in between biceps, or 3 days off in between biceps, or a week off in between biceps, that is a bodybuilding thing. If your job is bodybuilding and you want to bodybuild and have the biggest muscles you can possibly build, you probably should be taking some days off. But the way that we program for general physical preparedness purposes, we stack workouts. We think it's a good idea, and it's not uncommon to see us go back to back to back to back with squats and biceps and triceps. Now, know this, generally I'll throw them at you a little differently. Like yesterday, there was a lot of body in those biceps and triceps. Today, you had a choice. You could do some body or you could strict them up. And that's one of the reasons I give you the thought on that is just do what feels natural today. When I was a kid, just another example, we would haul hay. You know, hauling hay back then was done in 70-pound bales for hundreds and hundreds, acres and acres. And we would go out and we would throw the hay up onto the wagon. We'd stack the hay on the wagon. We would then drive the hay back to the haystack and we would unstack it. And this would go on for weeks. There's farmers that do this. There are landscapers that do this. This is how your body acts. And during pea picking season, you pick peas, right? So we try to mimic nature here at GPP, and we're seeing some amazing success with that. Now, here's the thing, this week there is no programming. I don't care about any of that for the most part. I'm a little bit too much of a nerd to just program and throw anything at you, so there is some thought that goes into it. But this week in particular, you're going to see a ton of stacking. Like, this is Health Week, HELLTH, Health Week. And this is the week where we figure out other purposes, and we figure out what our body is capable of. And a lot of times I'll get you good and sore on purpose. Now, if you're a rookie down here, you got no purpose making yourself that sore. But vets, go ahead and turn it up a notch and try to follow along. I hope that answers your question, Troy's friend, and I'm positive he would have answered that right because he's just that smart. But I thought we ought to at least put some time into it, and I think this is a good format for that. So thank you for the question. If you have questions, send them to me, neil@gppfitness.com. And if you'd like to participate in the finest workouts on earth, workouts that are natural and healthy and that you'll see amazing progress with, gppfitness.com. Please subscribe to us, give us some likes, and share it around if you would a little bit. It helps us a ton. Anyway, thanks for that question.